Pareto Principle. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 316 of the Shower Podcast, the podcast where I'm in my shower and you do you. I'm your host, Chip, and I would like to welcome you to the third episode of our new mini-series, The Laws That Shape Us, where we try to understand and actually take advantage of the things that just shape our life. Before we start, as usual, if you end up liking this episode, remember that liking and subscribing really mean a lot for me. They're just one click, but they really make the difference. Thank you very much for considering it. Let me ask you something. What if most of what you're chasing actually comes from a surprisingly small part of what you do? That's exactly the spirit of the Pareto Principle, often called the 80-20 rule. It grew out of Vilfredo Pareto's observation that wealth in Italy was heavily concentrated, and the pattern kept appearing in other places too. The exact numbers aren't sacred, but the shape is very powerful. A minority of inputs often carries the majority of outcome. Today, we're not memorizing a ratio. We're learning another lens. If you can spot the few efforts that move the needle and stop pouring energy into the rest, your calendar gets lighter and your results get louder. Think of 80-20 as a way to see unevenness, not a promise that life always splits neatly. Some weeks it looks 70-30, others 90-10, but the idea is the same. Outcomes often cluster around a vital few. Quality pioneer Joseph Juran used exactly that phrase, and it's a helpful reminder to avoid false precision. Under the hood, you'll find heavy-tailed behavior, which simply means a small slice can dominate totals more than a bell curve would suggest. That's why a couple of videos can dwarf the rest of the channel's views. A handful of customers can drive revenue, and a few stubborn defects can create most of the headaches. Once you accept the tilt, you stop expecting effort to pay off evenly and start asking a better question. Where is the short head in this mess? And how do I spend more time there? The move is simple, but not lazy. Start by noticing where results have actually come from in the past, even if it's a rough look. Which topics kept people watching longer? Which study session actually stuck? Which exercises carried the gains? Then, run small, quick tests to confirm your hunches instead of committing for months. When the pattern shows up, give those high-leverage inputs a cleaner runaway. Fewer interruptions, clearer goals, and less tinkering. At the same time, right-size the useful many. You don't have to delete them, just put them on a lighter cadence. Automate what you can and resist the urge to polish everything equally. It's not about ignoring the long tail. It's about protecting the short head from being drowned by busy work pretending to be progress. Before the day gets away, choose one area that matters this week. Picture all the things you could do for it. Then, be honest about which 2 or 3 are likely to carry most of the result. Give those a protected block of time, let the others shrink to fit what's left. When you finish, check your own data. Did placing a bigger bet on the few make a visible dent? Or just feel tidy? Keep adjusting until the dent feels real. That's the Pareto Principle as a habit. Not a slogan, but a way to concentrate your energy where it actually returns. Having said that, that was all for today. Thank you very much for listening. If you made it so far, feel free to interact with this content in any way, shape, or form by liking, commenting, subscribing. Whatever you do always helps. And, as usual, stay consistent, stay resilient. This was the Shower Podcast, and I'll see you tomorrow with the next episode of The Laws That Shape Us.